And there may be some parents out there who feel a little discouraged, a little overwhelmed, and hopefully they'll feel encouraged just to rely, do their best. I mean, put forth their best effort and rely on the power of the atonement and call down the powers of heaven to maybe make up for where they fall short.
Well, and some things that I would want to offer parents as reassurance is that they're not alone. There are some wonderful resources out there that you can get from the library or from the church website where parents may want to read up on some things and clarify their own values or thinking around some things, and then brainstorm as a couple. What are the most important things we'd like to emphasize or show in the way of example at this particular phase of our family life? And I think that clarifying planning type of discussion can go a long ways. And also too, it's okay. I had one mom recently say to me, but Jill, I just feel so uncomfortable with this whole area of discussion. And there are two things that came to mind for that. One, tying in with something that Jason said, is we may have to do some of our own healing. There's a lot of sexual brokenness and trauma and heartache out there, and that spills over into many areas of our lives, including parenting and in our marriages and in our homes. And so this may be that discomfort or real unease with transmitting this topic to our children, may be an invitation for ourselves to do some work. Some healing work. Also, I do have a testimony that when we are teaching truths, that we are helped. And for parents to be reminded of that. There is a lot of help when we are arming our youth with those truths. And that discomfort, it's okay. My response to this mom that said, oh, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I said, you know, what if you shared that discomfort with your 13-year-old? What if you said something along the lines, you know, this is uncomfortable and hard for me to talk about, but I love you so much that it's more important than my discomfort. And I want you to hear some things from me first before you get wrong ideas or faulty information outside.
Wonderful.
Quick add-on, because I have found for many, we're so afraid of inappropriate sexual materials or sources that sometimes our reaction to that is no education or sources, right? And so we're so afraid of accessing something inappropriate, but to understand that if we're prayerful and we have, you know, the correct purposes, that we can appropriately look for what we might need, and to look for the sources of learning, of understanding, the book, the website, the thing that can help us, and to appreciate that we do this in other parts of parenting sometimes, I think quite easily. If I'm thinking, oh, how do I, you know, help a child with this or with this, it's quite common to say, well, I'm going to go do a Google search for that, or I'm going to go. And we've got to be very careful, of course, in an area like sexuality, but there are good sources. And there is good information that we don't have to feel like we don't know and we can't teach those types of patterns. So again, it looks like another balance thing for us. We don't want to go off to this extreme of where the world is taking much of this, but we don't want our answer to be we don't do anything.
Right.